Hello squirrels and welcome to PPM6TV. Today what it is Wavelab Cast, the shiny and new features edition. One of the primary aims of the cast version of Wavelab is ease of use coupled with speed of access. And for more detail here we need to head over to the montage window. And montages in Wavelab are where you can use multiple tracks to combine, edit and process your files into a veritable melange of sound, and all in a non-destructive environment. In Cast, Montage has the option of up to 5 tracks, a handy boost over the 3 available in Wavelab Elements and enough to sort out most projects. Now, new in Cast is the track inspector over here, and it does actually much more than inspect. It provides real-time processing and effects for your audio tracks. Now, each track can have its own effect settings, and the main panel is divided up into clean, as in clean up, enhance, as in make better, and then additional effects where you can add your own VSTs, and there's a gain control down there too. So let's begin by having a listen to our voiceover. It's more than 10 years since North Walian rockers Crosby brightened up my life with their debut album All In. I think some of the guys are in the Roseville band now, and if you're listening, thanks for All In, and thanks especially for this, Sonny. Well, he's not the best voiceover artist I've ever heard, but he certainly is cheap. Now then, in the clean panel, we have the option to de-hum, we have de-noise, and we have De-ess. And I think De-ess might be appropriate here. So let's engage a bit of that and see how that sounds. Let's pop down, use the play control down here. It's more than 10 years since North Walian rockers Crosby brightened up my life with their debut album All In. I think some of the guys are in the Roseville band now, and if you're listening, thanks for All In, and thanks especially for this, Sonny. Well, I think that's made a small but worthwhile improvements. Down from the clean panel, we've got the enhanced panel, and here we've got excitement. Oh, I need it bad, and it's the best I've ever had. Great lyrics never die, of course. That's a vocal exciter. There's a reverb there and some EQ, but I think I'm going to try and get my mix to punch through. I'm heading straight for the max. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife. Let's engage the Maximiser and have another listen. It's more than 10 years since North Walian rockers Crosby brightened up my life with their debut album All In. I think some of the guys are in the Roseville band now, and if you're listening, thanks for All In, and thanks especially for this, Sonny. Well, that sounds like a worthwhile improvement to me, and it certainly sounds punchier, and if it's not, you can always pile in with your own VSTs down in here. Your favourites, of course, like the Austrian Audio Polar Designer, although we won't be using that today. So let's unsolo that, go home, and hit play. It's more than 10 years since North Walian rockers Crosby brightened up my life with their debut album All In. That just isn't going to cut it. We're going to need to duck that music under the speech. But why duck yourself when Wavelab Cast can duck you without blinking an eye? Select ducking down here on the track you want to be ducked, and then make sure as a source you've got the track you want to be what I suppose is the side channel, Crosby, that's that first track there. And then finally, adjust your settings. Well, we're not going to do any settings adjustments. We haven't got time, but you can do them up there. Okay, let's go home again and now have a listen avec le ducking, as they say in France. It's more than 10 years since North Walian rockers Crosby brightened up my life with their debut album All In. I think some of the guys are in the Roseville band now, and if you're listening, thanks for All In, and thanks especially for this, Sonny. It's not perfection, but it's simple and effective. Both keynotes for Wavelab Cast, and options, of course, to play with it if you want to paint the lily. Now, for me, the big deal in Cast is the new Replace Audio in Video feature. Bang a gong for that, I say, but not in this video. in the next. Thanks for dropping by. Do subscribe. It does help. Bye for now from PPM6TV.